Super Metroid time! I have data on this, alright. Let's clear some datas. What do I like for shoot? Jump, dash, item cancel, angle up. Do I have moonwalking turned on? No. Icon. Auto. Manual. I forget. The last Metroid is in captivity.
The galaxy is at peace.
I first battled the Metroids on planet Zebus. It was there that I foiled the plans of the space pirate leader, Mother Brain, to use the creatures to attack galactic civilization. Oh, I think I have to click. There we go. I next fought the Metroids on their homeworld, SR-388. I completely eradicated them except for a larva, which after hatching, followed me like a confused child. God, the music in this is so good. I like how they took the scene from Metroid 2 and did it up in Metroid 3 graphics, because you couldn't point up like that in Metroid 2. I personally delivered it to the Galactic Research Station at Sirius, so scientists could study its energy-producing qualities, which is basically, I think, what the space pirates were up to. Except the scientists wear white lab coats, so that's how you know that they are good guys. Oh my goodness, I forgot, the game volume on this is like crazy loud. Let me fix that real fast. That's probably better. The scientists' findings were astonishing. Doesn't matter. Let's just enjoy the cutscene. Satisfied that all was well, I left the station to seek a new bounty to hunt. But I had hardly gone beyond the asteroid belt when I picked up a distress signal. Ceres Station was under attack. Oh my god, this freaking game. This is beautiful. The kind of polish and just, I don't know, aesthetic that they had in these Super Nintendo games is out of control. Oh yeah. I'm gonna come back through this room, but I'm gonna be in a hurry. All these, like, freaking dead scientists that I just run past. That one's got blood coming out of its head. Just chilling, lady. What's going on? Gonna get you, Ridley. You don't actually have to fight him here. This is a scripted sequence. Just like actually the beginning of Mega Man X. This is a scripted sequence wherein once he gets you to a certain amount of damage, he just fucks off. And his attacks become harder and harder to avoid as you damage him, so it's like guaranteed that you're gonna run out of energy before he gets There he goes. Emergency self-destruct sequence has been activated. Close down the shops in the mall. Secure all animals in the zoo. Abandon ship. Self-destruct. This is your last chance to hit the cancellation button. They start you off with, oh fuck, I'm gonna die. Then they do this shit with the camera. Where, like, the whole space station is tilting on its axes and it's hard to move. It's so good. What a great introduction to a game. It's actually very similar to the way they did it in... I can't believe I'm making this comparison again. It's very similar to the beginning of Mega Man X, where they give you an intro stage and a boss that you cannot defeat, and then you have to deal with that. You can hear the thunder in the distance and the rain's coming down and... Let me save real fast. Can I save? Oh, I have to push down. Yes. Save completed, alright. Let's invade a planet. I should probably change the name of the stream real quick. Apologies. I'm in extra potato mode right now. Awesome. Back to playing Super Metroid, the superest of Metroids. So, the Space Pirates definitely came here with my baby Metroid. Right? But when we get down here into what used to be Mother Brain's old lab... Just fall for a while. Oops. Where's the... There it is. Everything's turned off. And there's fog and mist, like, and there's critters running around, like everything is disused. Definitely Mother Brain's old spot, by the way. Amazing that the end of Metroid 1 is one floor above the beginning of Metroid 1. Does this look familiar to anybody? Man, this game. We're gonna do a little bit of morphing. Oh! They spotted me! I made a Mario Maker level. that is that room I was just in, this room right here, and like one of the vertical hallways in the future room. And you start off big, so you can't get through the first room, so you have to go to the left to get the mystery, because it's a Mario 1 level in Mario Maker. You have to go to the left to get the morph ball, aka one of the a Samus skin, you know, the Samus Mega Mushroom thing that turns you into Samus, whatever. So that you're small enough to get through the gap. You can't get through it when you're big. Then there's that second room, and underneath the bridge in the middle, underneath this bridge that I'm standing on right here, there's a gap area. Excuse me. That sucked. There's a gap area with a Goomba in a shoe, a what do they call those things? Karibo boot, and it's blocked by blocks. So you got to go over and up the vertical hallway and hit the P switch, go all the way back down real fast, get under the blocks to get the Karibo boot, so that you can go all the way back up and walk across the spikes. Like, it's all set up to be like backtracking and shit. You have to go this way, then that way, then this way, then that. The same thing like with regular ass Super Metroid. You gotta, or the first Metroid game. You had to go to a place, see that you needed another thing to move forward, go back a ways, go into a room you couldn't get into earlier, grab a thing, move forward again and get into the room you couldn't get into, discover that you need another thing, go back. Like, that's what Metroid 1 was. And to a similar, in a lot of ways, that's what Metroid 3 is as well. These fucking guys. And actually, now there's a lot more game assets than there were. I don't think I'm supposed to come into this room quite yet. Nope. There's a lot more game assets now than there were when I originally made the level. So I'm sure there's like all kinds of things I could add to it. I'll also be a little bit more efficient in my usage of blocks, because I think I hit the cap on how many blocks you're allowed to put into a level. What is this, the Morph Ball Bomb? I think. Yep. Now I gotta fight this Chozo guard dude. Which doesn't make any sense. At all. That I should have to fight this statue. Because he's clearly a Chozo guard, right? And the Chozo were very, very, whoa, shit. The Chozo were a very peaceful race, and they were also a very scientific race. So their technology should be able to recognize me, because not only am I running around in a power suit that was designed by the Chozo, but also my DNA is infused with Chozo DNA, so that I can use the suit. I never played the Metroid. Greenrich in chat. I never played the Metroid games, but everyone says they are awesome. I'm a Zelda fan myself. I am a monstrously huge Zelda fan. But I also do enjoy the Metroid games. You should play them, man. The Metroid games are foreboding in a way that not very many games can accurately capture. The first Metroid game, I'm convinced, is Alien, the video game. Ridley, like straight up Ridley Scott, Sigourney Weaver, Alien, the video game. I'm convinced. I don't remember if I'm supposed to go down here yet. I got the Morph Ball Bomb. I went down into Brinstar on that side. I'm going to check that other room that I went into first. The Metroid games create, and especially 1 and 2, not as much 3, because I have a very reliable map. So I don't ever feel lost. But 1 and 2 created a sense of isolation and like you were exploring the caves of, like I am now, the caves of a foreign planet. You're by yourself. You feel like you're by yourself. Everything feels a little bit claustrophobic because you're always underground. And you have no map, so you're basically just trusting your own memory, unless you're drawing a map on paper as you go. You're basically just trusting your own memory to get you to where you need to be. You ever heard of Game Grumps on YouTube? I watch them play through Metroid, and I watch AGDQ save kill animals speedrunning. I'm not as familiar with AGDQ. I am familiar with the Game Grumps. And they're great. They're way funnier than I could ever hope to be. Hey, I can take this. Secret passage. These games create I don't know, you feel like you're alone on an alien planet on these games. And when you play Zelda, you're alone. When you play Mario, you're, depending on the game, you're alone. So just being alone in a strange place isn't enough to create that sort of anxiety in a person that these games can make. But especially Metroids 1 and 2, and probably Metroid Prime, do that extraordinarily well. You feel like you are a fish out of water on an alien planet that you do not belong on, and you're, fighting for your survival. Greenrich, thanks so much for playing along, man. I appreciate you coming out. But yeah, saying that this game is associated, like, inspired by Alien, I don't think is a very big stretch of the imagination, especially considering, I mean, you got Ridley Scott and you have Ridley the space pirate. Like, it's not difficult to find the link there. And it's the same sort of oh, I gotta kill these with these guys. It's the same sort of thing. Like, the first Metroid game, you started off injured. You were at like 30% health or something. I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way. And you're in an alien environment, like fighting your way through the problem at hand. You're by yourself. The very place that you're exploring is creepy and scary and has this aesthetic that is, it's a pseudo horror game, I would argue. Metroid 3 doesn't do that part of it as well, because like I said, you've got the map. Everything's like more colorful, and I don't know, things look a little bit more alive, I think, I would argue, in this game than they did in the last one. But still, man, daggum. I can get a missile pack here, but I can't continue. But the emotional reaction is the same. I remember the first time I played Metroid 1, I felt the same way that I felt when I was watching Alien for the first time. Like, I felt this imposing sense of I shouldn't be here, something's out to get me. I don't, like, things are kind of dark, it's hard to see what's going on. It was a very, very similar experience. Except that, I mean, Ridley was a powerful character and everything, but she was terrified and she was running for her life. Samus walks into danger and goes, "I'ma fuck you up." Which is pretty cool. I'm going to save here and go on a brief break because I want to edit for YouTube. I also forgot to tweet out that I was playing this game, so people who want to watch along can do that. Be right back, folks.